In the early years of the 2030s, a quiet but irreversible shift takes place. Intelligence, once a uniquely biological trait, crosses a threshold. Artificial systems no longer excel only at narrow tasks or isolated domains. Instead, they begin to reason, learn, and adapt across contexts, approaching the fluid versatility of the human mind. This is the decade when artificial general intelligence moves from theory to reality, becoming the central force shaping how the world thinks, works, and evolves. This technology will redefine life in the 2030s as we know it. Welcome to FUTURIX, your gateway into the future unfolding just ahead of us. Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI, does not arrive as a single dramatic invention. It emerges gradually through the convergence of advanced neural architectures, massive multimodal training, self-improving algorithms, and unprecedented computational scale. By the early 2030s, these elements combine into systems capable of understanding problems abstractly, transferring knowledge between domains, and improving their own reasoning over time. Unlike previous AI, AGI is not confined to one role. It becomes a general problem solver, able to assist, plan, design, and decide across nearly every sector of civilization. In daily life, AGI operates as an invisible intelligence layer woven into ordinary experiences. Personal digital systems evolve from reactive assistants into proactive cognitive partners. They help plan long-term goals, manage health and finances, anticipate needs, and coordinate complex decisions. AGI systems learn continuously from individual preferences while remaining grounded in shared ethical and legal frameworks. Life becomes more navigable, not because it is simpler, but because intelligence itself becomes ambient. Work undergoes a transformation just as profound. In the 2030s, AGI takes on not only repetitive labor, but also analytical and creative tasks once reserved for highly trained professionals. Research, engineering, law, logistics, and medicine increasingly rely on AGI to model scenarios, generate solutions, and optimize outcomes. Rather than replacing human contribution entirely, AGI reshapes it. Human effort shifts towards supervision, value judgment, interpersonal roles, and creative direction. Productivity accelerates, but so does the need to redefine what meaningful work looks like in an age of cognitive abundance. Economically, AGI becomes a strategic asset at the scale of nations. Countries that successfully integrate general intelligence into infrastructure gain enormous advantages in innovation, resilience, and governance. AGI helps manage energy grids, climate modeling, transportation systems, and supply chains with a level of foresight previously impossible. Decision-making becomes faster and more data-driven, reducing waste while increasing complexity. At the same time, societies are forced to confront questions of access, inequality, and control as intelligence itself becomes a foundational resource. Human identity begins to shift in subtle ways. As AGI mirrors many forms of reasoning once considered uniquely human, people are compelled to reconsider where their value lies. Creativity, empathy, lived experience, and moral agency take on renewed importance. Education adapts accordingly, focusing less on memorization and more on critical thinking, synthesis, and collaboration with intelligence systems. The human role evolves not diminished, but transformed. Ethically, the 2030s mark a crucial testing ground. AGI systems must be aligned with human values, constrained by governance, and designed to operate transparently. The decade sees intense global coordination around safety standards, accountability frameworks, and limits on autonomous decision-making. These efforts are not merely precautionary, they are foundational. The way AGI is shaped in the 2030s determines whether it becomes a stabilizing force or a destabilizing one. As the decade progresses, it becomes clear that AGI is not an endpoint, but a beginning. The systems developed during the 2030s lay the groundwork for deeper integration between intelligence, society, and the planet itself. What starts as general reasoning evolves toward collective coordination on a global scale, setting the stage for transformations that will unfold across the following decades. If you're enjoying this journey into the future, make sure to subscribe for more episodes of FUTURIX. By the end of the 2030s, artificial general intelligence is no longer experimental, controversial, or distant. It is embedded, regulated, and indispensable. The world does not feel suddenly alien, it feels newly accelerated. Intelligence has expanded beyond biology, and civilization has crossed a threshold from which there is no return. The future does not announce itself loudly, it simply begins to think alongside us.